Hello guys, this is Pap from Pap back at it again, and yes, what we started yesterday has come to a conclusion. The final result is simply insane. I've managed to count down the cards we needed for the Red Eyes Dark Dragoon plus Quasar on turn 1 to basically 1. In theory, I mean technically it's 2 because you need 1 junk synchron and you need 1 card between engage, dark ward dealings to make it so your opponent has a card in the grave. So practically it's a 2 card combo. But we have 9 junk synchron because we have 3 junk synchrons and 6 searchers and 9 ways to make it so your opponent has a card in the grave. And what actually happens is that you do not only have Dragoon, Quasar, and also a card in your hand to discard for Dragoon, but you also have Stardust Dragon on the field and Shooting Star. So you have 2 Omni negations with 2 very big boys, a Destruction negation, Stardust Dragon, and a pop with Shooting Star. But before jumping right in, guys, just a quick reminder, if you enjoy the content, please leave a like and subscribe and leave hype to this video. I really appreciate it and it really helps me a lot. Let's jump right into it. Here we come, this is it. So this looks, of course, exactly the same as we played in the stream, but there's an exception. Assault Blink, Assault Blackwing, Sohaya, the Rainstorm. This is the key to make it so 1 junk synchron does the whole job. I'm gonna go super quick through this, right? You should know how Starlight Drive works nowadays. It's to a fact to start with the first one, to have the Stardust Dragon and to mill 3 level 2 monsters. You need your opponent to control a card on their field or in the grave. That's why we play 3 Dark Board Dealings, triple Engage, and I'm playing currently just a couple of Vector Blast because all of these cards makes it so your opponent controls a card. These in the grave, and actually these as well, because Engage searches the Vector Blast and Vector Blast mills from the top of your opponent's stack. And then we have 9 Junk Synchron, or we should say John Synchron. Here comes the John Synchrons. Then we have triple on your Magaset Duel. Keep in mind, this has to be the first thing you do in your turn. And this is good because if he stays on the field, it gives you a couple of draws. Very nice. And then triple tuning. What else we have? We have the 3 level 2 that you send to the grave with the skill are Black Spreader Zombie with box chips, you can take it, Quillbot Hedgehog, and Synchro Fusionist. Then the other cards are just the cards you add with Synchro Fusionist, that is Magicalized Fusion, and the card you send to grave that needs to replace your Dark Magician, that is Beast King of the Swamps. And it's fundamental that is Beast King of the Swamps because he has to be a level 4 monster, substitute material. In the extra deck, of course, our boy Dragoon, Quasar. This guy, not really needed, I never used it, but if you have long duels, apparently this could be interesting. A couple of Stardust Dragons, 1 Shenjing that in case, I mean, the only way you do not have the full combo is if you draw any of these level 2. If any of these level 2s in your hands, it becomes tough because you can't have the full combo, but you can still achieve Shenjing plus Dragoon. Then we have Shooting Rise Dragon, fundamental, and a couple, 2 of Sohaya, the Rainstorm. That's it for the explanations, guys. I'll leave it to the replays, going first and second. And dude, this is simply wow. I just love it. Let's jump right into the replays, guys. Here we go, my boys. First replay. This is going first, and this I'm gonna show you actually how lucky I was with the heart of the cards, because there's one problem here. We have everything because we got the Junk Synchron Search and the card that can make it so your opponent has a card in the grave. But we have Quillbot Hedgehog in hand. That's a bad thing. But we're gonna do something that's going to fix this. Of course, keep in mind, you just need these two and no level 2 in hand. Okay? Let's see what happens, right? We start getting, of course, the John Synchron. Then you got Engage to get the card that mills. Here he comes. The Vector Blast to mill that. And at this point, you can start with the skill. You got the Stars Dragon on the field. You mill the level 2s. Keep in mind, Quillbot Hedgehog should have been here, but it's not because it's in our hand. But that's just a little problem that we'll solve in a minute. We got the Vector Blast. We got a draw. That is a tuning, so we reveal Stardust Dragon, then we got John Synchron, and you want to revive Synchro Fusionist. Why? Synchro Summon, it comes into Sohaya the Rainstorm, and Synchro Fusionist effect gets activated. You look for Magicalized Fusion, then you use Starlight Drive to get the Formula Synchron and the Trap card. At this point, we reveal it, but first we go into Plague Spreader Zombie, returning to the deck Quillbot Hedgehog, here it comes, so that you have Plague Spreader Zombie. Then you got 5+2, the Soaya, into Riser Dragon. Their on summon mills the level 4 substitute material. You have to do exactly this. Now, in theory, we should have Quillbot Hedgehog in the grave already. In this case, I was lucky. I tried my luck with tuning, and I milled exactly the Quillbot Hedgehog. But usually, Quillbot Hedgehog, it's already in your grave because of the skill. So what you do is, Quillbot Hedgehog, revive it. 3+2 is Sohaya again, but Sohaya now on summon has its effect to revive another Sohaya from your grave if you have it. There you go. And guess what now? 5+5+2 is Shooting QUASAR Dragon. Here it comes, and last but not least, Magicalized Fusion, banishing what? The substitute material and the Shooting Riser Dragon. There is a Dragon Effect monster. Here it comes. Your board, the beautiful board that is not ended yet because we use Soya's effect again. Keep in mind, guys, you have to use it now because the second effect can be activated only if this card is in the graveyard because it was sent there this turn. So if you don't do it now, you're not gonna be able to do it anymore. And this is your final end board. Destruction Negation, just a body on the field. Omni Negation 4K. Omni Negation, can't be destroyed, can't be targeted. And a pop. That's your end board. And this was a Sky Striker player. He started with the Area 0 to draw something, and he actually drew the Sky Striker Widow Anchor. That is a problem just for Quasar. Then multi-roll, I went with the Shooting Star to pop that straight away so we can respond to his spells. Then Afterburners, we can negate that with Stardust Dragoon. So here he comes. And then he just decides to set a couple of cards. At this point, it's our turn again, and we can use apart from the counter, we have the skill to have another Stardust Dragon on the field. Here he comes, and he's got Effect Veiler on Quasar. We negated that, and now that we're going for lethal, unfortunately, he's got a couple of Widow Anchor. So we negate the first one, but he still has the second one. But the only thing he did was just delaying his death, because he can't do nothing. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Here we go, my boys. We got Shinatos, and we should go first again. But there's an issue here. We have this thing in hand, so we can't change the level of Riser as we want it. But we can do something else. I actually think I misplayed in the end. So we got Dark Lord Dealings to send the Beast King to the grave. He has a card, so we can go with the skill. Here he comes, milling the tree level 2. And we're starting, right? So we started with Formula Synchron, the Shooting Star. At this point, Junk Synchrone to go into the Synchro Fusionist. And then Assault Blackwing Sohaya the Rainstorm. Synchro Fusionist gets you the Magicalized Fusion, Formula Synchron. And I think this was probably already a mistake or what? So I went with Riser and I milled the level 1. Now what I should have done is summoning the Quillbot Hedgehog, going to Accel Synchro Stardust Dragon, and have an unaffected level 10. But I misplayed. I activated Magicalized Fusion first, and now I had to fuse with Riser Dragon. That was my misplay, unfortunately. So that's it. Still Omni Negation, Destruction, Protection, and a pop. And guess what? It's gonna be enough, especially because we have Effective Veiler in hand. Keep in mind, guys, I'm playing Triple Veiler because you need 7 tuners for the skill to be activatable. It's got Shinado. We're gonna pop that straight away so he doesn't get a free change of heart. He's got Book of Eclipse, but we can just use the negation of Dragoon. At this point it goes on, guys, and the only thing we need to do is negating the effect of the ritual that shuffles monsters with Veiler. So we're just waiting for that. Goes with that guy again, the crane, the draws. Here comes Peacock, right? The Shino Baron. Here he comes, the boy, the big boy, trying to shuffle, but we can just effect Veiler so he has no out for Dragoon. That's just it. He's got Exceedon Knight, not really a problem here, and at this point he's just attacking, right? And now that it's our turn again, as you can see, we can just start Light Drive again. I got a pop as well, even though I misplayed. It's got Impermanence that does nothing. And we got the level 10 ready. I should have used the Shooting Star first and then Synchro Summoned into Chenjing, so I misplayed again. But still, that's fine. We're just attacking now, getting rid of some monsters. He's going for Yaksha, that back in hand, we don't really care. At this point, Haratama to get basically an Ixi summon. This is Reflesia. And he's just going in defense. Calling, Shinobu's calling again to go into a second Peacock that he actually plays. But guess what? Dragoon just negates that by discarding the Shooting Star, and there's nothing you can do at this point. So he goes with the Peacock, then we went into tuning. He's got the Blizzard, we negated that with Dragoon because we really want Junk Synchron. Why? Because we're just normal summoning it, no effect, Quillbot effect. Why did I do that? So that when Quillbot leaves the field, you get a banish with Chenjing. That was the plan. So he's got a Fleecia though to pop that, so it was not needed in the end. We still have the banish to banish a couple of stuff. Still Soaya, the Rainstorm, and he's scooped. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Going second this time against Dark Magiciano, and apparently one of the best board in the game. Now, guys, I want to be honest with you. This is not even a rogue deck. This is just a fun deck for the one that loves synchro summoning and wanna have Dragoon in it. That's just it. It's not a meta deck, never will be, at least without support. And no, it's not even a rogue deck. So you wanna cut with this, you can try, but it's gonna be extremely difficult. And I suggest you to try at the end of the month. So it's got Dark Magiciano with all of the stuff, High of Tamagio, Secrets of Dark Magic. So this is his end board in the end. So he's got the Eternal Soul, he's got some draws, he's got the Omni Negation, the boy that protects his spell and trap cards, and the drawer, right? We got Onion Magazette Duel to begin with. Then it's got the draw as well. At this point, Vector Blast, and he went into Eternal Soul, so to avoid that, that's what we wanted. At this point, Stardust Dragon to begin with, and then flip it up, and the Junk Synchron here to get the Synchro Fusionist. Here he comes into Soaya the Rainstorm. Synchro Fusionist gets us a Magicalized Fusion. Black Spreader Zombie here to get level 7 Shooting Riser Dragon. At this point, effect, milling, then Pullbot Adjunct here, but before we do that, I mean, guys, we can't go into Quasar because eventually it does something with Quasar. If you negate something, it becomes bigger than Quasar, right? So Quasar is not the way. To get rid of this, we need Chenjing. So what we do is we get the Formula Synchron, flip it up, go first into Chenjing, and now when you Synchro Summon with Quillbot Adjunct after he used its effect, it gets banished, and because it gets banished, you can trigger the effect of Chenjing. That's the plan. So we go Soaya again with Chenjing, and what was the plan here? Why I summoned Soaya? Because I wanted to chain block. If we just summon Chenjing and use its effect, he can negate with Dragoon, right? But because we chained the effect of Soaya, we chain blocked Chenjing. So he can't negate that, he can just negate Soaya, but who cares about that? So with getting the banish, goodbye Dragoon. At this point, engage to mill the deck even more, and then tuning to mill the deck even more, and in the end, Magicalized Fusion to have our own Dragoon. Here it comes. Attacking, getting rid of that. and then the Dragoon to negate the Dark Magicians. Maybe I should have just waited, but still, because he's got Eternal Soul in the end phase to get the boy back on the field. The Salvation, it gives him also a Dark Magician girl, and he's got Illusion Magic to get a couple of Dark Magician back to his end. Now, there's only one issue here. The only problem we can have is Circle. So we have to make it so we negate Circle. He started with Illusion of Chaos, the Mighty United Dragon, here he comes. Then he started with Soul Servant, putting on top Circle, here he comes. Drawing a couple of cards, so Circle is coming, but Chen Jing gives a couple of negations. Goodbye to Eternal Soul. Then Circle, we negated Circle, but apparently it was not the only option. Look at this. Tamias the United Dragon, Special Summon, and Fusion Summon into Master of Chaos. That is another option to get rid of Dragoon. So on summon it revives a Dark Magician from the grave, actually a monster, and then tribute to banish everything. Am I done? No, I'm not, because now that it's our turn again, we got on your Magazette Duels counter, but then we got Stardust Dragon with the Shooting Star live now, and we got also another one, so we can just Shooting Star, pop it, it gets a spell back to his end, but who cares, because now we can just summon Junk Synchron, get a boy back from the grave, everything in attack position, going for lethal. What a freaking duel this was. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Last but not least, let's see what we have. It's Joy with red eyes, and we're going second again, and we had, I mean, an end that will probably be fine, because with all of the draws we have, it would have been super easy to get a Junk Synchron. So apparently this guy bricked, because he went straight away into red eyes fusion, and that double set a monster. Now it's us to go. So we started with the skill, of course, with the Stardust Dragon, then engage. He's got Dragoon to negate that, totally fine, as we have another engage straight away. That was definitely too quick. We got the formula Synchron, Shooting Star, it comes, pop, and Plug Spreader Zombie here to get straight away into Chen Jing. That is our way to get rid of Dragoon. At this point, Junk Synchron to get the Fusionist, then Soaya, the Rainstorm, Fusionist to get the Magicalized Fusion. At this point, Formula Synchron, and the Soaya into Riser. Riser mills the level 4s, and we got the Soaya the Rainstorm again with Chen Jing's effect, and Assault Block, we need to Chain Block again, even if he had the negation. Here he comes, everything vanished, and in the end, Magicalized Fusion to go into Dragoon. Simply as hell. It's got Red Eyes Burn. I misplayed, I negated that. I forgot he could have Red Eyes Retro Dragon. So basically wrong negation, but still we're just attacking, and he's left with what, 400 life points here. Red Eyes Fusion, of course, we negate with Dragoon. We have the card in hand, and I don't think he can do anything else. Black Metal Draggle to just end this quicker. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. I didn't play against Despia, guys. I have just a couple of replays going against Despia, a couple of duels, but in both of the duels, I had 2 of the level 2 in my hand. So basically, I bricked, and I couldn't do nothing. Now, don't get me wrong, going second against Despia, if your opponent knows how to play, is probably impossible. Going first against Despia is a different story, because you have a couple of them in negation, you have the pop, so you could technically manage to do it in theory, as long as you use the pop for the field spell or the branded lost if he has it, and then use the 2 Omni negation for the fusion summon, basically for the fusion spells. That is actually, you have a chance going first. Going second, unfortunately, no. Anyway, guys, there was a dream. Still, this is still a meme deck more than everything else. I want that to be clear, so please don't go into comments, Lava Golem, this is trash, this is weaker than the meta. We know, I know, everyone knows. It's just to achieve the dream of Dragoon and QUASAR together on the field, turn 1, with just 2 cards in your hand. Guys, I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Thanks a lot for watching, and as always, see you in the next one.